grade 9 base. Right, so describe the transformation. So they've given us the rule, x is to y, any point you write it in terms of x is to y, so it doesn't matter, but what is important is that this point, transforms to negative x is to y. So what does this mean? Only the value of y changes. Now, this is a situation here. We have a reflection here. That is the first thing that you need to know. Here's a reflection. Why is it a reflection? Because only a value of x changes. And then these points, x is to x and y, are not, interchanged. So they are still in the same position. In that situation, it's either we have a reflection through the line y, through the x-axis. Why am I saying this? Through the y-axis or through the x-axis. Right. Now, I want you to remember that when we are reflecting through the y-axis, the value of x changes. When we are reflecting through the x-axis, the value of y changes. And I'm using that word changes very carefully because I don't want to say you make it negative because that will be a mess. But when you see a negative 6 and you're reflecting through the x-axis, you're going to make it positive. When you see a positive 4, you're going to make it what? You're going to make it negative. This is why I'm saying the sign changes. It changes its sign. Why what? So, in this question, now you can tell now this is a reflection about the y-axis because the value of x changes. The reflection about the y-axis. Reflection about the y-axis. When you reflect through the y-axis, the sign of x changes. When you reflect through the x-axis, the sign of y, what? Changes. If you find it negative, you make it positive. When you find it positive, you make it negative. It is as simple as that. And every point is written in terms of x is to y. I'm going to make a quick example. When you have 2 is to 3 and you are reflecting through the y-axis, you go to the value of x, you write it in terms of x is to y. Remember, this is x now. So you're going to make it what? Negative. As simple as that. So thank you.